Hello, all you wonderful, wonderful, wonderful people. Today I'm gonna be unboxing a couple box sets I picked up. Um, wasn't sure if I was gonna do this video or not, but figured I should do this as some kind of little warning for people that order stuff on Amazon, but most people probably already know this, so let's just go right with the first unboxing. And the one that is kind of a problem. So, this is the Stranger Things Deluxe Blu-ray box set. So, you can see is the wrapping on this is pretty jacked up, for a lack of better words. um, so I'm not gonna return it because just as long as the disc works and stuff, I'm not too upset when it comes to like the corners of the box and such, because more than likely over time I probably would dent the corners myself in some way, shape, or form. What had me upset is what you see now is exactly how this was left on my doorstep. This did not even come in a box. The label is actually slapped on, see if I can scoot this back far, but it's slapped on the front of the shrink wrap. So, yeah, this ain't really that much of an unboxing for this. And I don't know why Amazon didn't even bother to put it in a box. Um, I watched quite a few other unboxings of this where people were complaining about the lack of protection inside a box. I didn't even get a box, so I'm actually a little jealous. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this open and show you guys. And hopefully everything looks good. At least I don't have to cut anything, right? It's kind of already situated for me. Alright. Quickest unboxing ever. Okay, so we have the front. And the Blu-ray deluxe box looks the exact same as the 4K deluxe box. I did not get the 4K mainly due to kind of more of a Blu-ray collector, and um, I'm also kind of building up my own Plex server, so I rip Blu-rays and I don't really have a way to rip 4K disc. And I personally don't see the huge difference despite having a 4K TV, so it's just not something I actually get into that much. But yeah, this is a wraparound art. I'm not gonna try to point out anything just due to I haven't actually finished the show. I think I'm on the last season, I think. They do have this little like blurb kind of paper taped on. So let's go ahead and get that taken off. Alright. It is a nice box set, though. From what I can tell and how it feels. It's a little different. But yeah. And then, got the... Again, I'm not sure exactly the scenes where all this is from. I remember the mall. That was the 3rd season. This looks like it was more of hints from the 1st season. Bottom has nothing. Top has Stranger Things, Netflix. And then it just slides up like this. Nothing on the inside, just kind of a strange kind of box opening. Let me turn it like this. So yes, most people will say this is the first thing that stands out because it's not symmetrical with all the rest. So not sure why they creatively decide to do it like that, but yeah. So this first thing, this has like a bunch of goodies and stuff in it, so let's go ahead and check out to see. Hopefully I'll be able to get this stuff back in. But we have D20 dice. Huh. The 20 is let's see if I can get that to focus in. Will you? Are you too small to focus? There you go. So yeah, I've never actually played Dungeons and Dragons, but it's appealed to me. This is like a Palace Arcade, so like an arcade token. Then we have a bunch of. Oh wait, I'll get. Can I slide this out? Yeah, that's okay. We got a couple more unique things. I think that's everything. So we have a patch for the Hellfire Club. Just a patch. Good. And this is not usable anywhere. But Scoops Ahoy Ice Cream Parlor. Loyalty card. See that? Buy like 7 ice creams and get then finally get a free ice cream. Interesting. Then we have a few other things. Let me see if I can separate these from. Okay. Got a postcard for Camp Nowhere 85. Not because these aren't like the other cards. It doesn't have a thing on the back saying what it's from. So I'm not fully sure on that one. We have some stickers. Have a few made up. Now these aren't like, and these are very kind of, I guess, cheaper paper, but you got the Have You Seen Me for Will Byers, the kid that goes missing in the 1st season. Got a Dungeons and Dragons character sheet, which if it would focus please. Please focus, camera. Thank you. Then we have a bunch of like behind the scenes cards. And I'm pretty sure, because this is like Stranger Things 5, so from the 5th season, starts out with 1. So we'll just kind of go through this. That way we can keep things relatively in order. Then we get to 2. Okay, maybe that's meant to look like that. That's not, he doesn't look like he's having fun. Stranger Things 3 now. Alright. And this should be the start of 4, I believe. Yeah. And I did not see anything from 5, so. Oh, yes, I should do that. And then that is all the miscellaneous goodies that come in the box. So let's go ahead and get things back in there if I can remember how it all goes. That is kind of the problem with this kind of stuff, is that you just don't know how to get it back in from once it came. Okay. I think we will be fine, because I did take a pretty good look at how it, if I don't drop it, because that is a thing that can happen. That is surely a thing that can happen. And there I was talking all big and here I was bragging. This is not going exactly back in as I had planned, but okay. Right, this was also in there. And then that was right there, maybe? And this was right there. And awesome. Got it back in. So then we do have multiple posters. They're double-sided posters, just to get an idea of how big these kind of posters are. They are kind of bigger than what I can show. All they are is the original, like this is season 1's main poster, and this is like the reversible image of it. I don't think I need to go on to each and every one of these because we will see them with the actual um, cases. There is another map for the map of the town they're in. One of them's just like a normal map. Then when you flip it, get a map of the version of the, what is it, the upside down or whatever. But yeah, that's pretty neat. And then you have a Stranger Things Player's Manual. This is actually a pretty beefy book. So yeah, you get a little bit of artwork. Like, this is season 1. It tells you the chapters, a little kind of like your episode guide is this book. But then, while you're still on the season 1 stuff, get some artwork for season 1. Yeah, you just get different things. And then we will eventually get on to season 2 at some point. I'm looking more heavily at this than what I should be, but yeah. And then, like, we're at season 2 now, so that is what this is. Now for the meat, this is a little bit, so if we go up and down, this is a little bit, lenticular? Is that what that's called? It's called something, where the picture moves and stuff. Yeah. So the case itself does have, the same cover as this. Also, there's the episodes or chapters, whatever you want to call them. Then you get your disc, which again, these are the Blu-ray versions, so this should be fine, I think. Let me take one out just to get a good look at it. Yeah, looks like a clean Blu-ray. This comes with, and it tells you right on the disc what episodes it has. The most they put on a disc is only like 3 episodes, so. And you do get bonus features. There is reverse cover art, which makes it look more like a standard box. I'm not gonna flip them over quite yet. If I had them individually on a shelf, I might, but I most definitely would if the actual cases were gonna be put on a shelf, and I should make sure I actually get that in. But yeah. So the reason why it's hard to get to the point where you want to either flip them all over to be matching one way or the other, they do different things. Like with season 2, instead of the lenticular cover, this is more of a see what hides on the other side where the hole's not. Like you see a few different things that you can't see on this version. So yeah, Again, get the kind of plain standard CDs artwork, so no, and by artwork I mean no artwork. Same reversible cover for just the standard, what the stand-in season kind of poster would have been. Then we got Stranger Things Season 3, which this one, just the only difference is the character changes, which I won't say anything just due to spoilers, but yeah. I also like to keep my disc right side up. I don't know what it is. Now, this is the one that most people have a problem with. It's just because they didn't, since this is a clear slipcover, they didn't, they couldn't, or they could have put like the sides to be black like the other ones, but they didn't. They could have just kept the front and back of the slipcover clear, but this is like representing a spot in season, or a scene in season 4 where one of the characters is rising up. This one actually, does this have more? This doesn't have more episodes, but I think it has more disc. Maybe because the episodes got longer. So 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. Chapter 7 is on a disc by itself. Chapter 8 is on a disc by itself. And Chapter 9 is on a disc by itself. Then we get the bonus feature. So there's a lot more disc in this one as well. So it makes it a little bit thicker. Then we have Season 5. I would not be able to tell you who these are. Well, I think that's Will Byers from the first season, but again, I'm not fully sure because Chapter 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 5, 6 and 7, Chapter 8, and a disc by itself. Also, these go in a row. As you can see, this is like disc 25. So they all count towards the same set. But yeah, this is really cool. A really cool set. Yeah, I've been meaning to pick up just some standard shows I've been wanting to watch for, well, 1 to watch and 2 for my actual Plex server. And yeah, I do have another one right here. Gonna see, this is the way Amazon should deliver its stuff. Just not, again, that Stranger Things box was just set out in the open on my doorstep for like 2.5 hours. So it could have rained. Someone could have saw it and maybe got the bright idea to take it just because it was easily to see what it was. So yeah, not a fan of Amazon for that first delivery. I am making sure that I don't have a I don't know if I have a thing to cut the thing. Cool. Well, we will just... Should be easy enough to just... Oh yeah. Sure thing. Apologize for the sound if it's a bit much. So, and this is kind of what people were complaining about, is the only protection box sets have in the box is just this little paper. But the other show I have, again, I didn't finish it past like season 8, is The Walking Dead complete collection on Blu-ray. So yeah, and you noticed the shrink wrap is not all jacked up. So yeah, that is very good to know. Now let's open it, shall we? This one feels pretty hefty even compared to the Stranger Things box set. So we have, this is the front, whenever that wants to focus in, the complete collection of The Walking Dead. This is the original series. Apparently there's a digital code in here that I will probably give to one of you guys, because I make my own digital copies, so I have no need for a digital code. 54 disc set. That's another artwork. Look at that. That would keep you up at night. At the top we have The Walking Dead. So, how are these? Okay. It is a little cheap feeling. Well, I should say not just a little. It is cheap feeling. But I kind of don't mind this. I've seen worse packaging for a box set for the disc. This is seasons 1 through 6. So you get that folds down. Now these tend to fall apart easily, so we'll just, but I don't really mind these. I prefer these over, like, I think I showed this off before when I picked up Dexter. I was not a fan of that box set. That box set was a pain. And then, what is this? Aha! Well, to everybody out there, if you, I don't know if this is still, should be still good, I imagine. Yeah, just go on Lionsgate. If you have an account, type in that code and this digital is yours. Have a way. And then we got 7 through 11. It was about season 8 when I stopped watching this. Like many others, I kind of stopped watching after a certain character died. So, but yeah, you get kind of the gist of what this set is. So yeah, I got 2 neat shows, and they are both shows that I have not finished. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing, and yeah, Walking Dead Stranger Things. What a combination. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.